Hello, good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you might be joining us from. Welcome to Itchy Painty, the miniature painting live stream by a Resident Evil fan for mini painting fans who might or might not like Resident Evil. I am Michael, aka Burger, aka the noted Resident Evil hater.
I thought you were just going to leave it there. You're going to be like, I am the noted Resident Evil.
No. The other charming voice you hear now is my good friend James, who is my constant companion through this adventure. Today, we have a new thing to do. James, do you want to tell people?
We do, yeah. I'll do our starting blurb for it. Now, unfortunately, there's really bad timing. It's mainly because of me, because I was ill last week. But we have a partnership with Valkyrie-RPG.co.uk right now. Please go check out Valkyrie-RPG.co.uk. I'll stick it in the chat in a second.
I'm gonna need to tell them I'm gonna need official dye to roll, so they'll have to get on sending me that.
For we'll see if we can get some codes. For excellent dice and also RPG accessories, which I will talk about a bit later. A bit more later on. But so we are carrying on with our Keppers today. And one of the big things, how much of blocking in do you still need to do?
I mean, there's a fair bit, James. But
Same.
I'm good. I know the shtick, and I'm game for it. So like,
I think we should finish our blocking in.
I mean, I think we should just do it now and then just work it in.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's how my brain wants to do it.
Okay.
Like,
all right. So for those that don't know, so for folks who are in the chat right now watching live, we're going to be Burger's going to be rolling a dice from 1 to 6, and depending on what Burger rolls, depends on what color we're putting on our Kepid here, our Flyer Garrick Monster Boy. Yeah, this has happened. Like, this has been a thing that's been going on for 2 weeks in the Valkyrie Discord, RPG Discord. They decided on what kind of colors we'd use, and then Burger decided, based on what colors were drawn, what we should put into the roll.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be a bit awkward with this one because we already started with this one. But I feel like when we go into our next mini, every mini we do is going to be a new Valkyrie kind of shout out, and it's cool.
Yeah,
like
it'd be really cool to roll official Valkyrie die for this, though. That's all I'm saying. It'd be super cool to roll actual Valkyrie RPG die. And
I have Valkyrie RPG die.
Yeah, I do not.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to change that.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Otherwise, it's gonna be the LP, Legendary Pants. Mini painting. I'm kidding.
Oh, who
is also a partner with.
Coincidentally, partnered with Valkyrie RPG. They are like working with each other to basically export their own dice to different
to each other.
Yeah, which is
all right. So here's the collection of D6s. Choji, you can pick the D6s. Indicate it by its chosen clock spot.
Now, while you're choosing, I'm going to go over the colors that we're going to be having today. So we've got Evil Sun Scarlet, which is our number 1, which is this. We've got Russ Gray, which is a kind of a cool blue, like a pale blue. We've got Corn Red, which is quite famous. It's almost Screamer Pink, but deeper. Then we have Night Lord's Blue. I had to substitute, but it's basically the same with Omega Blue. We've got Orange Leather, which I haven't got out.
I actually have a better color for that. Here, this is Screamer Pink, but deeper.
And finally, we have Lothern Blue, which is my blue. That's my blue. That's my blue right there.
Yeah, Galvorback Red. I'm going to go ahead and sandbag James here and say this is Screamer Pink, but deeper, not Corn Red. Corn Red is way too red.
Wait, are we not using?
No, we are using Corn Red, but earlier you had said that it was Screamer Pink. Pink.
Sorry, I meant. Do you know what I meant to say? Lighter is what I meant to say, not deeper. because it is like.
It's a red. So Choji has picked 2 o'clock, the gold die.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna take some off-camera test rolls just to see how she's doing.
Yeah, you got to test those rolls.
Just to see what the balance is. Okay. 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 Sure. I
Yes,
I have
yes.
proficiency in miniature painting, so I have this roll at advantage.
Okay. Yeah.
And then sliding this over.
You're the writer of your own story. Okay.
So what was number 1, James?
Number 1 was Evil Sun Scarlet. Is it number 1?
Well, I have a 1 and a 4, so it's also number 4.
So number 4 is Night Lord's Blue. I see a 1 on the screen. Okay, there we go.
There's two dice there. I rolled advantage, James. We went over that.
Why did you do that? So we get a choice of 2, do we?
We do.
So do we? I would like the chat to decide. Do we use both of these colors, or do we just use one? Let us know.
I'm trying to figure out how I would implement more Night Lord's Blue. I think I figured it out.
Yeah, I think Evil Sun Scarlet is just highlighting for me.
Yeah, for me that'd be the hardest one to work in.
Night Lord's Blue, I think, will be the hardest for me to put in because I don't. Let's see. I'd make the skeleton like blue.
Yeah, you'd use it as a base to build on top of it. That's how I'm interpreting the challenge. Like if we were to get like the rust gray, I would have used that to replace the base skin tone and shift it to a grayer instead of a warmer palette. Yeah, that's what I would have done today. So what are we doing?
So first of all, I need to talk about since we're doing this right now. I want to talk about Valkyrie a bit. So yeah, this is like our new and only segment we have right now. Hopefully, we'll get more of them in the future. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, to all other board game companies out there. Please share. But yeah, I want to talk about Valkyrie RPG. They are longtime friends of mine, and they run a website that sells accessories and dice at really good prices. And they're even competitive for international as well. They have some new arrivals in their store at the moment in the form of these tiny little mini dice, which are very cute. I've seen them in person for their Vanaheim series because everything in the Valkyries is based on Norse mythology. And these mini dice are named Pain and Death. And in stark contrast to Pain and Death, they also have some new gift boxes for any romantic gifting ideas as we get closer to Valentine's Day. And finally, a lot of the products on their site are at the end of their production. So no one's going to sell them anymore. So they're on a huge sale, which includes dice. You can get like a really pretty set of dice for like £3, a set of dice for £3, as well as accessories, including a steampunk dice tower for £18, and a huge selection of DM screens as well for £8. So please go check out valkyrie-rpg.co.uk. Because they're awesome, and they got some super cool stuff that's coming up that I can't talk about right now. But
sure. Yeah. Also, the first aid spray. James and I are both common contributors to the first aid spray. Without that, we would not be processing here.
I don't think these guys know about first aid spray.
I don't think they've ever heard of it.
I don't think they've ever heard of that.
Probably also anything about Resident Evil.
Shoji says Jadu Scarlet, Bergdu Blue.
Sure.
So you're going to do Night Lord's Blue.
I'll do Night Lord's Blue, yeah.
And I'll do Scarlet's. Okay. So Scarlet... So I'm glad you said that, because Evil Sun Scarlet can basically be used as a highlight for me.
Right. Why we got a choice of 2.
Yeah. Awesome. Right, so let's start with this blocking in, shall we? I don't have any music on. There we go.
Yeah, I seldom listen to music while I'm painting. I usually listen to an audiobook if I'm painting alone.
Sometimes I do that.
But I also can't listen to music and talk to people at the same time. So
I can't if it's too loud. It has to be a certain decibel.
I can't at all. I don't have the capacity to separate it out in my brain.
That's fair.
It requires.
We need some Payne's Gray in the palette. You don't have any Payne's Gray. You want to hook us up with some Payne's Gray, Mushy?
Do you need some Payne's Gray?
Listen, today's stream is basically us begging for people to sponsor us.
I mean, I don't necessarily want to imply that I would beg anybody to follow me. I don't want people to feel obligated.
To follow you, not to sponsor us. I didn't say anything about following.
Sure, but that's what you know what I mean. You know what
you don't need to follow me. You just need to sponsor me. Do it.
Don't feel obligated to sponsor us if you don't want to. I'm terrible at marketing.
Yes. Yeah. No. Yeah. We got some cool videos coming up if you subscribe to our Patreon. By the way, Patreon. Yeah, we got a tier death experience coming up that is one of our longest. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's one of our longest tier. Actually, it's our longest tier death experience.
Damn, I don't know that I know what it is.
I will message you later about it.
I wasn't even told about it, and I'm the shit starter of tier death experience.
Well, it was supposed to take place just before, at the beginning of December.
I think I know which one it is now. Yeah.
But because we all got ill or things happened, like we had to put it back. So, yeah. But we recently just had it. Finally. We also oh, there's a beard hair in my palette. Get out.
Having a beard.
Yep. And I love it. Speaking of first days plays as well, a couple of videos have just gone live. So we got the Dead Space, Steve's Dead Space playthrough, where a bunch of us were in the chat and in the voice chat. And also Burger's first ever playthrough of Dino Crisis.
Oh, it wasn't a whole playthrough, James. Don't tell the people that.
I just said your first ever playthrough. I didn't say whole.
Okay. I'm just wanting to be clear, because I did not beat the game last night. I got really mad. I got really mad at it, actually.
You got mad at a video game?
I did. I got so tilted. You'd be so disappointed in me, James.
I am.
Oh, good.
I am.
Just like my real dad.
I'm not your dad. Wait. Fucking hope not.
No, you're too young for that. Allegedly.
They say.
It's rumor has it. James.
I have no fucking children. They suck.
Children do suck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not fair. I mean, I don't want anybody to think that I am.
Children ruin everything.
I mean, if people want to have children, I'm like cool with that. I'm like,
I'll tell you what I need to do.
What's that?
I need to say that we're live.
We are live.
In the Valkyrie channel. There we go. Do you know what?
No.
Fucking mushroom piece of shit. Stay on your goddamn pedestal. Fuck.
Damn, James, be nice to the mushroom.
It's so heavy.
Yeah.
Just like be less heavy, please.
It's gotta be a solid hunk of plastic. You gotta know that you're about to get brained to death with something.
You ever played Dark Souls, you know.
I play full contact D&D at my table. When a monster succeeds in an attack, I throw it at you.
Jesus.
Bigger the monster, the more damage it does. Obviously.
Looking at some of the minis I have, I don't like that game.
Yeah. Wait until we get to that last one, James.
Yeah. He makes me nervous.
Oh, he'll be fine. I may start chronicling my journey with my new mini. There's a new one that came out from the company the Patreon I subscribe to, and it is from a fan favorite game of mine. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a big fan of this game. Like, it takes maybe 10 minutes of conversation to hear about how enthused I am about this particular video game experience. And I really just honestly cannot wait to start painting it. Is really nobody going to ask what game it is?
What game is it, Burger?
Thanks, James!
What is it?
Oh, I don't want to say. It's a surprise.
Wow! Fuck you!
It's Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Shit.
Did I get you? I got you pretty good, didn't I?
Didn't like that. Didn't like that one bit.
I'm sorry, James. Let me tell you.
Beard hair on my canid.
Let me tell you about this new Elden Ring secret I found. Elden Ring lore drop exposed. Inconsistencies in the writing.
What did I tell you last time?
Something, boy who cried wolf, something.
You need to stop acting out. You know, about things I love. Okay?
Okay.
You need to stop. You need to stop it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Because I was ready. I was loaded.
That's why I said, I provoked you. I provoked you.
You put the bullet in the chamber,
I did.
and I was ready to go.
I know. I was acting out for attention.
James doesn't like being blue-balled. Okay?
Okay, I'm sorry, James.
Yeah. That's not my kink. God, this Rakoff. I do like Rakoff flesh, but at the same time, man, is it a thin paint. It was translucent.
Is it a layer paint?
No, it's a base.
Oh, that's weird.
It's weird.
It's nice of Alan to come hang out with us on stream yesterday.
Hey guys. I'm back. It's me, Alan Wake, from the hit video game
Control.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Control. That's the one. They had the AWE, had the add-on content that they just made up for that. Like, it's just like a weird event that they made up for that side story in Control.
What the fuck you be jabbering?
Yeah. They go to the lake, and like it's a whole mock-up. The guy, what's his name? Alan Wake. He narrates it for a bit.
That's me.
Oh, you're like the guy from Control. Okay, wonderful.
No, that's not the
Yeah,
game that I
so what was
know.
it like to work on Control? Did you enjoy that? It's like one of my favorite games.
You know, you brought me on the show.
To talk about Control.
No,
Well,
I can't talk.
we were talking about Resident Evil yesterday. That's when you actually came onto the program to join the Survivor. Do some
Yeah, I
file
made that
readings.
game. I made that game too.
No, you're not. Why are
Yes,
you
I
lying?
did.
Why are you lying?
No, you're not.
I know. I know. Your
I
ancillary
made, I
character's
made,
not
I
even in
made the game
Control.
too. No, you're not.
You're exclusive. You're referenced in another video game made by Remedy.
Have you seen the new video game title from Square Enix?
The like normal job life, something like that.
Various Day Life,
That's the one.
and I made 4 different variations because of how stupid it was. Hang on, let me go back to my tweets because it's so. Oh man, I was giggling so hard while I was making these. Innumerable Dawn Existence was my first one. Many Time Living was my next one. Also, Profuse Light Go. That's a good one.
I guess it's an okay one. Yeah. Yeah.
And finally, Several Sunshine Being.
I imagine those poor Japanese people who worked so hard on that game really appreciate your tweets.
Sound like placeholder names for a video game. This is what they sound like.
Triangle strategy.
Like they don't sound. It sounds so fucking dumb. Oh man. They sound like right now on my playlist. I can't show it to you guys, but I've got Afro Man because I've got high on, and I'm pretty sure they're also listening to this while high, while making those names.
Thank you, Burgundy Nail Polish. It matches a shirt that I own.
Oh, where are you? There we are. I lost you. You were lost in my tabs.
Yes, I'm a fan as well. Thank you, Netro.
Yeah, your nails are beautiful.
Thank you. I had to retouch them today. God forbid you do your nails nice and then have an itch.
Mm.
I'll be there always when the rain's falling wheels.
What?
Sorry. I was thinking of an episode. You know who Michael Sheen is? He's an actor.
Yeah.
He was in Good Omens.
Yeah.
He was in an American show called 30 Rock. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I don't think I've ever watched it though.
He was a love interest for Tina Fey's character for a bit. And he was like the guy that she was like the universe was telling her to settle for him.
Okay.
And he's like, we British come from a proud long history of settling.
Oof.
But he's like his whole shtick is that he's so off-putting because he's so like aggressively British. And doesn't understand any of the U.S. references despite living there. So he makes a comment to he goes, "Oh, we're on again, off again, just like Russ and Rebecca on Chums." And she looks at him like he's crazy. He goes, Chums. And he sings the theme song, I'll be there always when the rains fall in Wales. Chums! Like his favorite TV show.
Fucking hell.
Michael Sheen's funny guy.
What a guy.
What a guy. You know who else is funny?
Who's that?
Fuck, I wasn't expecting a follow-up. That one guy that we both know. God, what's his name? Goes by
So many guys.
so many guys that we both know. Hang out with on an almost weekly basis.
Basement.
Basements, yeah, in my basements. No, not in my basements. You know, God, what's his name? Ah, jeez.
You know,
Goes
don't.
by, you know, he has that really clever Twitter handle.
Huh?
There's
so many of them too. So
yeah. God, jeez. Oof. Named after a bird.
Oh, you're talking about me?
I'm talking about
I thought
you.
I thought it was like a legitimate actual thing. I didn't.
I mean, you are a legitimate actual thing, James.
Right. I am a thing.
That was the whole point. But you're both legitimate and actual.
Mm. Yeah.
That was the point. That's what
Yeah.
I was hoping to highlight and escalate.
Oh, yeah, I didn't.
I was trying to elevate you, James.
Oh, man.
Mm.
Elevation. Woo. Woo.
Is that
Woo.
Isn't that hello? No, it's Vertigo or
No, this you. It's you two. You're in the right. They're in the right place.
yeah. I know Elevation is a U2 song. I just didn't remember if that was the actual beat to it.
It was one of the songs to the Tomb Raider movie.
Is that the one that when she came flying out of the she was like snowboarding out of jumping out of a plane?
Oh, do you know, I think I remember more about the U2 Elevation video than I do about actually going to show these Tomb Raider. Even though it was technically a success, that movie, by the way.
They made a sequel.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I should watch it again because
I don't think it was that bad. I think I remember seeing it and not hating it. Like it just kind of.
I remember seeing it and having the precise this is a movie. Yeah, it wasn't like bad or good. It was just this is an entertaining movie that I just watched.
I am entertained. My popcorn is empty. This day out was a success.
Berger does not know of SMTV Live and the Chums series. What about...
Oh, is Chums actually real?
SMTV Live was Chums? Oh yeah, Chums was, yeah. Sorry, we have so many abbreviations for fucking shit over here.
Was it actually a Friends like spoof?
Was it? I don't know, because I find it hard to remember.
I always thought that was just clever writing and not an actual reference to something.
Oh, yeah. It was from SMTV Live. That's why I don't know it.
What's SMTV
it was
Live?
It's like the Saturday morning TV show.
No.
But it was directed to kids and like young adults, basically. We also had another one called Live and Kicking, which was fucking amazing.
Sesame Street, I guess, is what we would equate that to.
Ooh, a bit more
variety showy.
No, so Sesame Street is like for kids between 3 and 8.
Okay.
I would say maybe a little bit older. Live and Kicking SMTV Live is more for teens, up to the age of 18. I would say. Okay. I was still watching that kind of stuff
Buffy
when I
the
was...
Vampire Slayer style, like.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay there, bud? Are you okay, bud?
Oh, I'm tired again.
Why are you tired again, James? What are you doing?
I'm always tired right now because I don't know, my body's trying to catch up and I'm old.
We are
Let's
old.
see.
We are getting there, aren't we?
We're getting up there, boy.
We are getting up there. I don't know if you're aware, but
There we go.
yeah, we are getting up there. It is, time is progressing. Is the linear nature of time as an existing? Oh, hey, Martin.
Hey, man. So
Um,
I was talking. Speaking of like us getting older, like people getting older. Like someone I've been speaking to recently was saying that. Excuse me. Was saying that she said to me, "Have you ever had this thing happen to you where you like fall on your ass or something and it doesn't hurt at all, but then like a week later your body makes you pay for it? It's like your body forgot that it happened." And then suddenly it remembers, and then it pays you back in like, with
well,
interest.
that's a real thing. Like when your body is feeling like you're in a trauma panic state, it like holds on to stuff, and then like that's why when people are going through a rough time, like you can avoid getting sick. Um, like through and then as soon as you relax and your adrenaline crashes, like it just comes in. It happens to me all the time. Mm.
Yeah.
So
But
tell me about Chums as a show. I'm like back onto this. I didn't know it was a real show.
it was it is a spoof sketch show of Friends.
Okay.
Yeah, even though like Friends is also kind of a spoof show, but yeah.
Was that the actual theme song? I think Muzu would know.
Oh, yeah, Mizu, you'll know a bit more because I can't. I remembered it barely. All right, I need to be right back real quick. Sorry.
Yeah, he was really again. I thought it was just, and this was 30 Rock, so this was a while ago as it is. So understanding that.
Okay, I'm back.
Did y'all have like a spoof of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer to play with?
No,
Ah,
no,
ah.
I don't think so. Unless you could count the movie
I
to
mean
start it all.
that wasn't British, but
No, that's the wrong color, James.
mm.
Use my bleached linen.
Your bleached linen.
My bleached linen, yeah.
Yeah, bleached linen. I can't do it.
Like the Pokemon, right? Yeah, they always did like weird shit like that. He also used to have like these wonky donkey. Oh, what a show! What a show!
What a show. The Pokemon rap was part of the Pokemon show here.
It used to have these. I don't know if you have them over there, but you used to have these shows. That more Live and Kicking was more popular for this, but they used to have these TV like games. The games would be on a TV, and someone would call in, and basically they'd be on their phone, and they'd have like the game on the TV in front of them, and they would have to direct whatever it's normally like a simple game, like a platform game or something.
Yeah, we had like Dare, Double Dare. Where for us, it was like families would come in from all over the country to be on Dare or Double Dare. There was
That sounds like Funhouse.
there was also the Carmen Sandiego show, where it was like trivia about like history and landmarks and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the theme tune?
That was where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Of course, the only Latina cartoon character on Daytime TV was a criminal. I don't even know that. Man, I think this is the first time I ever actually noticed that. That was before Dora the Explorer, which is an odd rhyme.
That era of TV was fucking
Bonkers. Yeah. I'll always remember one of my first memories of a cartoon was of the very first episode of the 1990s X-Men cartoon character. But the very first episode of that show is a lynch mob gathers to kill a teenager. Says kill all the mutants.
Yeah, and this is why the X-Men series is far better than the fucking Marvel superhero series.
Yeah, everybody was super happy hunky-dory in that one. Nobody ever said kill all the Iron Mans.
Yeah. All the Iron Mans.
All the Iron Mans.
Kill them all,
Every
fuckers.
single one of them. Though Iron Man also had an interesting cartoon in the 90s. We'd always have like a fancy suit of armor for the weekly foil. And he had like tie-ins with the Hulk and other characters. Doctor Strange came on for an episode and was like, I'm Doctor Strange. Burr, burr, burr. Technology is nothing for magic. Burr, 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 burr. That's exactly what he sounded like.
So this is his voice?
This is the literal voice. Burr, 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 burr. That's what it
Holy
was.
shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Can't believe we got Dr. Stephen Strange on the show.
Yeah. I really would be happiest if he had like a thick New York Queens accent, but alas, we get Benedict Cumberbatch.
All right, I think you said his name wrong.
No, I said it right.
You just said it wrong though.
I don't think I did, James. What would you think it was? How would you pronounce it?
He has many names. He's known by many names.
Does he? Is he? What's the one you'd use?
I call him many names.
Just what you say? You just like when referring to who's the actor who plays Doctor Strange in the MCU?
Yeah.
You say many names?
More like, recently.
Come on, let's do it.
When anyone says his name, I just say Barrel Rider.
What the fuck?
Because that's the thing Smaug says. I find it so funny in The Hobbit, even though it's meant to be terrifying. He says it's to Bilbo in The Hobbit. Like, when he's looking for him, he calls him a barrel rider. It's,
they rode in on barrels, James. Obviously.
Oh, no way, Burger. No, I get that. I fucking read The Hobbit. I
don't think the barrels actually happened in The Hobbit, right?
But the way that... I've watched the movie several times, too. It's the way he says it. It's very funny. Barrel rider. I am exaggerating, but it's very funny. Theme song was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait for the new series to come out. I'm so excited about it.
They're redoing the 90s canon.
Yeah. It's gonna be so good. Like, I prefer X-Men, the X-Men universe, so much over what we've got now. I like what we got now, but there's so much... I feel like there's always so much writing in an X-Men like story and a universe, right? Whereas in like kind of an Avengers story or whatever, the good guys are gonna win.
Yeah.
Like, in X-Men, it's like, oh shit, the good guys just became the bad guy, and I really liked him.
Wow, Cyclops just went fucking crazy.
Jesus, he just killed. It's
Rick just
yeah.
killed the guy.
That's right. I killed a guy with my sword.
It's a trident, James.
I was trying to mix Serenity with Anchorman, but it didn't really work.
Did you say Anchorman?
Anchorman, yeah.
Anchorman?
I didn't say that.
Anchorman.
I said Anchorman.
Anchorman.
I said Anchorman.
Anchorman.
Anchorman. The next superhero series I want to watch is Anchorman.
Okay. What's the plot of Anchorman?
I don't fucking know, man. It's just
You just like, I mean, you got Netflix on the phone.
I'm not here to create their stories for them. Okay, they need to pay me for that. If I say it online, someone will steal my idea. That's the way it works now.
Yeah. As soon as
You gotta
voice
protect
it out loud.
Gotta protect your shit.
There's a data analyst at Google who's like, yeah, that is a good idea.
I know a guy.
It's like that reminds me of an old SNL sketch with do you know who Conan O'Brien is?
Yeah, Ginger Tall dude.
Yeah, ginger tall guy. He is on SNL. He's hosting SNL, and there's a sketch with he plays a character named Moleculo, the Molecular Man, and it's like a Superman spoof. So he walks in as in his major costume, and then he's like, "Oh, somebody says Moleculo." He looks at the camera and says, "The Molecular Man." And so this happens a bunch, and he leaves as Molecular and comes back as like the Clark Kent character, and still does it.
Oh, that's typical Molecular Man.
Molecular, the Molecular Man.
I think out of all of the American show hosts you guys have got, Conan O'Brien is the one I like the most.
I do too. He's clever. Did you watch the Pedro Pascal SNL sketch last night?
I've been watching clips of it because it's very hard to actually watch that in England. But I've been watching clips of it on TikTok, and he was so funny. He was mostly funny because he's such an endearing person and couldn't shut his mouth.
Did you watch the Mario Kart one yet?
Yeah. Let's go.
It's me, Mario.
Well, he does a little tongue, the rolled R, doesn't he? It's a me, Mario.
Well, he is Latin.
Yeah, I love the way he says his name. He's a very sexy man.
I saw one of him earlier where somebody's like, he's on a lie detector and he's like, "Do you think you're a heartthrob?" He's like, "Me, no." And the guy goes, "He's lying." He goes, "Yeah, you know what? Yeah, actually, I do think."
That's the one where he's been told he's lying. He just cringes, doesn't he? In his chair. What a guy!
A lovely fellow.
I love him. Spider-Man 1990s was the best animated Marvel property. It was okay.
It was. I mean, it did go for a long time and covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, I got. So the same thing happened with Spider-Man as what happened with Simpsons for me, and like South Park. Too much of it was made, and yeah, I started like around like the late 90s 2000s where I started getting really fed up with filler shit.
Yeah.
A lot. Like I understand why filler is needed, but there was just so much. I wanted a little bit of substance and story.
That was the problem with a lot of those, like the tail end of those 90s programs.
Yeah.
It's because you have to please shareholders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
go ahead.
And recently, like shows are following stories and people are getting upset about it. It's like, I don't understand.
What the fuck do you people want?
Like, just fucking what?
Just watch
Watch
the
fucking
freaking
One
program.
Piece for fuck's
Yeah.
sake. Like, if you want fillers, you want filler episodes.
Not One Piece
Watch
is the
anime.
greatest anime ever made. I read about that on Twitter.
Yeah. So did I.
It is wild the
It's not-
number of people that I know on Twitter who like One Piece. Like,
I don't understand. I don't understand.
I mean, I imagine the stories are good, but at this point, it's like I've never seen The Godfather, and I don't think I'm going to.
Well, I'm the same. Yeah, Godfather. I watched the first 5 minutes of Godfather. Bored out of my mind.
Yeah. Scorsese films are fucking boring.
I'm trying to think of what like other. Did you guys get the snorks over there?
The Snorks? Yeah, those
The
guys
Snorks.
that had the
Like Smurfs, but underwater.
right, they had the bendy things in their heads.
Yeah, like little tubes.
Yeah, they got like straightened up when they got excited.
It did. I love the snorks. I always wanted like a little snork teddy.
A little Snork Teddy.
Yeah.
Write that down for later.
What?
What?
Would you say?
Nothing.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
I did. Yeah, you weren't meant to.
Oh, okay.
If you want to hear it, you probably go back and pick it up on the chat audio.
Nah, I'm gonna forget.
I promise it was endearing. Just rewatch James's Twitter the next couple weeks.
Why?
Just because.
Why? What's happening?
Nothing's happening.
I'm missing out on something here. I'm out of the loop.
You're fine, James. I love you.
Okay.
It's all right, buddy.
Normally normally bad stuff happens after somebody says that.
Nope.
So
name one time. Name one time.
It's okay, James. I love you. All right.
I'm just gonna be right back. I'm gonna go and bring back help. It'll be fine.
Listen, I know it's been 25 years, but I just want you to know that I love you. That's a deep cut. That's a deep cut right there.
That's a deep
for
cut
James.
For James.
Oh, guess what I'm getting?
What are you getting?
And it's thanks to Netro.
What are you getting thanks to Netro?
Getting Elias commissioned.
Yo, Netro getting Elias commission.
Yeah, it's from a friend of ours, Techno Ranma.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. She's in some hardship right now because her mobile motherboard is just fried, so she's opened up her commissions again, and I love her art style.
It's exciting.
Yeah. So
I think I see that person on Twitter.
yeah, she's really cool.
You're really cool.
Not as cool as Nikki though. Technorama.
Hooray.
It's gonna take me all fucking stream.
Where's Sai?
Get
No
all
idea.
these. I know, right, Shoji? Where's Sai?
We knew she
Where's
wasn't
Sai?
gonna come. We knew she wasn't gonna come.
Yeah. Ruined.
Ruined.
I need to talk to you about something actually afterwards to do with Bardsung and Sai. Something special.
Secret.
Secret. Yeah, it's a secret from Sai as well, so don't go to her and say anything.
I'm gonna say all of the things to her right now.
All right, and I don't want chat to say anything to her either. All right.
Yeah,
Don't,
don't say anything. Just like, don't clip this. Don't
don't
tag
put
her on
the
social media.
anything. Yeah.
Don't just like if we find out that you told Sai that we're gonna trick her into coming onto the show or something, we'll be very mad. James will be very disappointed. We'll have to post a tweet of James making sad James face, and
I won't do that
as we all
because
know,
my face always looks sad.
so
But I mean,
it's a picture of you. It'll
it
be a
looks
picture of you
real
smiling
sad.
then.
Oh God, that's terrifying. Okay, I just noticed that there's little brilliant.
What's that?
There's the little dots on the little mushrooms' heads too.
Are there?
I'm gonna be here for a while. Yeah,
Uh,
on the little guy on his staff, there's little mushrooms with little dots on them.
Bummer.
The thing is turned off. Really? Crazy.
Oh, I don't know how to fix that.
Isn't that a YouTube thing? Because yeah, it's normally on. I'm so used to GeForce Experience now, though. Just recording everything, clipping everything through that. 'Cause it's so much easier than anything
It
else.
keeps like a 10-minute rolling time, right?
No, you can control it. I can control it all the way down to 10 seconds. So I've hotkeyed it to Control Shift because I never use Control and Shift at the same time. And yeah, if I clip that, it will clip the last 30 seconds. Very, very cool.
You're very, very cool.
Yeah. We've got Last of Us tonight, haven't we?
You do. Are you excited?
Yeah, I don't know if I can stay awake that long, but we'll see.
I mean, if not, it's okay, buddy. I probably should go tell May so she can get her tears out now. I don't want her crying during the program.
All right, yeah, that's really like super annoying when that happens. Yeah.
God, if only. Though, like last week it was me. I was like.
You were crying?
Well, I did cry.
That's a fucking lie. You don't cry.
Oh, that's definitely not true.
You said to me you don't cry.
I said I usually don't cry.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
It's usually, and I think I followed that up with saying like it's usually music that does it for me. It's usually like a musical cue or like it's the other part you get a little emotional is in Final Fantasy XIV, the end of Shadowbringers, when you're about to fight Hades.
No spoilers, please.
That's it. That's all it is. You fight Hades. He's a common boss in Final Fantasy games.
From the Disney show.
No, not Hercules. Hades. This Hades is different. He's much better.
Whoa! Much better than Hercules Hades?
Let's talk about this for a second. Netro, get in chat.
I like, because can you compare them? Because they're both different, I assume. Anyway, because like the Hades, and he's so funny, and he's like,
they're talking shit on our boy.
I'm not. I'm talking good things about.
James Woods is also a crazy person.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a red cap.
A red cap. What do you mean, Republican?
Well, no, a specific kind of Republican.
Oh, a racist?
Yes, yes, he's a racist. He's one of those COVID deniers. Like,
Ooh, okay.
yeah, he's a red cap. He's one of the crazy ones.
It's
He
gross.
and like Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider is an asshole. That's a South Park reference for those in the back.
Appreciate you guys in the back. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for indulging me in these jokes that nobody gets because they're not from here.
I like when we were playing that Jackbox theater. Yeah. I like that everybody they chose the option so they could help me out, but still nothing made sense.
Yeah. Just says like making sure it's not just American doesn't mean sure it's not going to be anybody else. I mean, what they didn't say is that like it also counts for like non-English speaking. Which sucks. I think AI generated algorithms for like voice acting is gonna make those games like they're gonna crank them out so fast when they don't have to hire voice actors for them.
Yeah, they're really smart. Like the way they do the games, they're really smart.
Yeah,
and they are cool. It's just yeah.
You can only play them for a little bit. They wanted to keep going.
Oof. Yeah.
And I was just like, God, this. I'm not gonna.
I think I'm good, actually.
And then there's like the other parts of that experience, which I did give you a little bit of a heads up on.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, when I was thinking this after that, any of you are watching the stream right now, hello. There are just like groups of sometimes you are introduced to a group of friends that you just don't vibe with.
Yeah.
And like I felt that when I was there, I was just not vibing.
Yeah, no, I get
There's
that.
like one person I was vibing with. I can't remember who it was, but like there was other than yourself, obviously, right? But there like nobody else I was vibing with, and that's not their fault. It's not my fault. Like it was just like, yeah, there was no vibe. The vibe was off.
The vibe was off. It is off.
I was at 66 frequency. They were at 97.
Yeah, I will say that there's probably a very specific reason that I don't vibe there, but this is the one I gave you a warning about.
Yeah. Oh, it's the clipping thing is there now. Excellent. Good. Yeah, I understood exactly what you meant, which is why I said I couldn't keep my mouth shut. And as you can tell by the very first thing they said, I couldn't keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
I just.
Yeah, it's the hardest time because I'm gonna opt to change the subject.
Yeah. So
I'm using it, everybody. It's happening.
What are you using?
Night Lord Blue. Here it is.
Ooh, where are you putting it?
It's gonna be on these mushrooms.
Which mushrooms? Because I'm a bit behind.
Mushroom hats.
Oh, did I did little on the staff?
Yeah, and on his body.
Okay.
The little mushroom hats on his staff and on his body are gonna be blue.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What are you gonna give that?
What's that?
Nobody ever rates me. What'd you give that?
That one? That was like the one I just did?
No, the one I just did.
I didn't hear yours.
Did this
Discord censored your belch. My friend.
Wow! But how did you know I belched?
I don't know, because I just belched. I thought you were talking to me.
Did we synchronize?
I think so, yeah.
You know how women can sync their
Oh, yeah,
menstruation up?
absolutely.
Men, like, or like, people who are like mass, like,
People with a Y
presenting.
chromosome.
Yeah, we like, we link by belching and burping.
That's how we do it.
Yeah, that's how we. It's much less painful.
Yeah, it's true.
Again, another example of how we have it better.
Yeah. Still, hey, look at that. Don't have to do childbirth.
Fuck that, man.
Fuck that noise.
Jesus. I've been in
respect to the women who opt not to.
who can do that. Like I have been in the room with two women's who have had babies. It's one thing. I don't mind people. I don't mind gore, and I don't mind any of that. I don't like seeing people in pain. So when I see people that I love in pain, actually just anybody, like, oh man, I don't like it at all. I do not like it. I want to help.
All right, I'm gonna take a pause here now that once I get this first coat on these teeth done, and then switch my methodology for a moment to washes.
Oh, that's what I'm gonna do after I do this.
I'm at that phase of this mini where I need to start washing stuff to proceed.
Get your highlights in and stuff
Yeah,
afterwards.
well, see, like that's where I'm at too. Is I'm like cleaning up the spots, and those just take a minute to dry. These are the parts of the mini that I tend to stall out on because I either get frustrated at the amount of space on my wet palette or something.
Mm.
And white takes a bit because it is, you have to paint it on so thin so it doesn't look dumb.
So you have to do several coats of it.
Yeah, but it does look good when you get it there, when you get it dialed in.
That's one thing I need to work on is like
The patience.
My coverage.
Yeah.
Is that like I can put 2-3 coats on and I'm still not happy with the coverage. And I don't really know how to improve that, to be honest.
Well, there's the way to do that is to keep putting layers on.
Yeah, but I always like if I put too many on, I feel like I lose details.
Sure, and that's part of the reason I've been really enjoying my painting larger stuff.
Yeah.
Because it allows you the space to like take care of that and get your coverage you like. The other issue, well, not issue, I would say, the other obstacle to overcome is keeping it neat as you're doing that too.
Mm.
I find that with some of that stuff, like having an actual natural brush is helpful. Because I think it retains the liquid a little bit more. I'm actually switching it up today from my previous brush I was using. I've been using a new brush that I actually kind of like.
What is it?
It's that one that I bought at PAX, the aluminum one with the exchangeable tips.
Oh yeah, the cool one.
The cool one. But they don't have natural fiber ones. Yeah, that's much nicer actually. Yeah, when you use a when you get the hang of like what your paint behaves like, that's where that stuff comes in. I find that if I'm painting stuff like we're doing now, where I'm taking my time, taking it slow, being careful and concise. Stuff like white will take 6, 7. That's why I often move on, right? I'll sit here and I'll put this coat on. I'll move on to the next step. I'll grab a wash, and then once that wash is down, I'll come back and revisit the white and do another little tiny coat. You get tighter on it too. So like when you start putting your first ones on, you start close to the base of the green. And then once you get that base of the green where it looks fine, you can go in and fix the green. And then when you paint the white back in, you can your mistake is smaller. So you can fix it a little bit easier and do that next coat of white. And then by the time you ultimately get the whole thing put together, the whole thing done, you have this really like clean line where both your colors on either end are very vibrant. And there's not much overlap because you took the time. And then your peaks and stuff, your shading. So like on the top of these buttons I'm painting now, that stuff will look really great once I'm done with all of this, because each time I also put a coat on the top. But as I get further along, as I get further away from the lines, so to speak, when I'm recovering stuff, that will just keep compounding and keep getting brighter, so that way they get that free high level contrast on that high point.
Okay.
Painty roast. I'm going to switch over to James's camera for a moment. I just realized my beverage is empty and I'm thirsty, so give me a few moments, everybody.
No worries. Hey, everybody. It's me, your boy. Moisty Boo. That's what they call me. I just realized I haven't even done his teeth. That's going to be fun. So awkward. Here we go. We're getting there. One thing always like kind of surprises me about minis is this is a heavy mini, but this mini is going to be quite a bit heavier when it's done. Like I'm already feeling the heft of it now, to be honest. Because paint actually weighs a bit. When we do that, like Pit Lord, there's a lot of paint that's going on that thing. I think that might be the first time I actually get a proper like resupply for repainting that thing. Still not sure. I think we want to do those like synth wavy colors. I think Berger's got an idea what they want to put on there, but I don't know what to. Don't know what colors to use yet. I do have some kind of synth wavy colors. Oh, there's one up there too. Good enough. Any more mushroom? Oh, there is. Fuck. God, why would they like infuse mushrooms like this into it? It's super cool looking, but man, is it hard to paint. Let's make all this like brown. So there's like so it looks like there's like a wall of mushrooms here growing. Little separation here as well. You can clearly see that's a skeleton and that's the chest and stuff.
Yeah, when you get closer into stuff like that, when like the parts you're missing pop out more.
Yeah. Oh, don't you fall off, you bastard. I was just talking about the weight of minis and like when you're painting
Yeah.
and you keep painting, like the weight of the mini gets really heavy, especially when you've got something like this. And I was just thinking about how heavy the fucking pit fiend is going to be after we put paint on him. Even the gelatinous cube, when we do them next, I think they're going to be quite an interesting one in terms of the weight as well.
They're shorter, broader base.
So it looks like it's got more surface to it though.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna 3D print that, or not 3D print it. I'm gonna airbrush that.
That's fair.
Mm-mm.
What are you eating?
Sorry.
Sorry, what are you eating?
A cheese.
A cheese, a single cheese.
A single cheese. Yes. It was cheddar
Cheddar good.
and a smoked meat stick.
Smoked meat stick.
Yep. It's just a little snack.
A little smoked meat stick snack.
Yeah, you don't have like some smoked meat sticks.
No.
You've never
I think they're
had
very
like
cool.
you've never had like a Slim Jim.
Oh, pepperonis?
Yeah, yeah, it's exactly. Oh, that's yes. So you have had a smoked meat stick. God.
That's what they are.
Well, they're not.
We just call them,
This one's not a pepperoni.
we just call them pepperonis over here.
Oh, well, they're called smoked meat sticks here.
Like you can, like it can be like a third, like another like company, but we'll still call them pepperonis. It's like you guys with Jello.
What do you call Jello?
Jelly.
We call jelly something else. Jelly goes in sandwiches.
That's jam.
Jam and jelly aren't the same thing.
You know.
But not for the reason you think they're not the same thing.
But jelly is more like a conserve, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's called a conserve over here.
Oh, well. Fuck.
Yeah, we're boring when it comes to that. But we also don't like computer. Like jelly and jam sounds like the same thing.
Not the same.
It sounds like the same thing. Oh, did I just? Yeah, I did. Fuck. Well. You know what? I should have done your fucking gums before I did your teeth. Damn it. Oh well.
Yeah, that's why I'm washing, so I can make that distinction a little more broad.
These teeth look great though.
Yeah, they really are. I like them a lot.
Does he have? Let me look at the card. Where's the card? Yeah, the little guy does have teeth.
Um, what do you call marmalade?
Marmalade.
Oh, preserves. What do you call those?
Preserves.
Yeah, preserve is like the whole fruit.
Oh
like-
yeah, that's just preserve. Yeah,
Okay.
over here.
Damn, we're basically the same sometimes.
Mm. It's probably because you guys didn't realize we called it the same name.
No, no.
Yes, it
no,
definitely is
no,
that.
No, it's
It
not.
definitely
It's
is
not
that
all-
because
it's
you
not at all-
guys
it's not at
literally
all.
look at the language and you're like, "Oh no, we want to be different." Fucking gray color. Get out of here.
With gray with an E versus gray with a Y.
It's gray with an E next to gray with an A.
I know. Mm-mm. Shut up.
Shut up, man.
Shut
God.
up, God.
Embarrassing me. Come
Why do you have to
on.
point out every single flaw I ever make ever, James? God. What did I
Comes
do?
to my when it comes to my heritage, there is no line.
Oh shit. Watch
Don't
out.
tread. Don't tread on me.
Jeez. But you voted Brexit, didn't you?
Damn diddly. No, I didn't. I can't fucking say that.
There are people here that would kick your ass for saying that.
Can't say that. Fuck, that feels disgusting saying it, even as a joke.
God,
Can't.
I would never admit to anybody I voted Tory. God, it's so gross.
I'm not sure I'm going to be able to keep a record of which achievements were awarded in the event. I can get the total number of achievements awarded, and they go, "That's fine, Martin. That's fine. Thank you."
It's cool that Martin is helping you out.
Martin has done all of the back end. I've just been the one to give, like, kind of tips on how it looks and did the database. Like, Martin did everything else. Martin is an absolute angel. But yeah, we're implementing the adventure log system, which I don't think we had when you played. But it's the achievement system we have to basically teach people how to use certain things in D&D.
Yeah.
I
helped you build that system.
Oh yeah, because I think
We talked about it a whole lot.
Yeah, I did. I built. I think we built like 13 achievements.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that we built all the like. I remember we talked about like what would be a cool thing to have as like an in-game achievement versus like group.
I wanted
group achievements. I think we talked about as well.
Well, what I wanted is I didn't want achievements to be something that the players would just want to achieve just because they're achievements. Right. I wanted the achievements to be something that people wanted to achieve because it was a team game.
Right.
So I wanted them to be team oriented, and every single one of them has a team element to it. So it's not just some person who's just trying to achieve hunt, basically.
Yeah. Achievement.
Yeah, because that's kind of what the concern was with. I know this is like going off the rails a bit, but League of Legends, because a lot of people were saying that they wanted achievements in League of Legends. Like, well, that would be an awful idea.
Right, yeah, because then people
for that game
playing to get achievements. Well, it's like the in Smite they have that whole system of like quests. So you're only playing a character like because you have a quest to play that character.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that the goal is to get more people playing said character by implementing the quest, but then like. Yeah, you're gonna have a game where that person has no idea how to play Athena, and
yeah,
it's gonna be
it sucks. See now League has these things called Eternals,
which are
where
achievements.
yeah, they're achievements, but they're not
Like
game
milestone
breaking.
achievements.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're like, you've destroyed 10,000 buildings or towers, or you've done over 800 DPM or whatever.
I remember I got one for like Leona because I like stunned so many people with like X ability and so many procs with the
Yeah,
passive.
yeah. See, that's something which is making you a better player rather
Right.
than you just achievement hunting, like people were trying to get. I think I got the rest of the. Cool. Thanks, man.
Good update.
Yeah, man. I can't wait for you to play it as well because it's so cool. I can't wait for everybody to play because what we've created is so freaking cool.
I'm excited to see it.
I'm trying to think what else I can put on this. Oh, you got some little doodads down here, sir. Let me just color in your doodads here.
Jeez, you can't just go coloring in people's doodads.
It's okay. They consented.
Okay, as long as they consented.
Yeah. Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
I'm gonna try my Duncan Rhodes paint.
Which one?
Necrosis Green Wash.
Yummy. I probably won't get washes done today, or maybe one wash done today. But
Yeah.
because I'm on to the highlights now of the shroom head.
Huh, I should probably fix that.
Excuse me.
Let's see how this goes. Boopsie doopsie doopsie. Alright. And we're going to do the cloak with this Necrosis Green Wash. We're going to see how it turns out. Oh, this actually is the appropriate color I wanted it to turn out to be. That's good. Like a gross, rotting green. Give it to me. Beautiful. This wash is behaving lovely. Lovely.
Lovely.
Lovely.
I do. I need I need more washes that are not Known Oil and Agrax Surf Shade.
Yeah, I mean, you probably should have one at least of if each like the base colors. That's why I always recommend people pick up the Army Painter Quick Shades, because they don't like they're designed to be mixed. So that way it's not like you have to have there's like a camo green and then a dark green and then like a green and then a black or a dark one and then a strong one which is like brown. And then there's like blue, red, yellow, flesh, sepia. And you can kind of mix those up as you wish to create tones. Like I will often as a if I'm painting like a dark skin, like a demonic or a dark elven, I will use a combination of strong tone and violet wash. to get the effects I'm looking for.
See.
So a friend of May's has been getting May into TikToks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm certain, as you can tell by my tone, I'm thrilled about it.
Great. TikTok is fantastic.
I know you think so.
Fucking entertain me for hours. Great.
I
I don't
entertain
care.
myself for hours with video games.
I do that too.
I'm gonna try the sepia wash. Sepia wash. But I'm going to mix in just a dash of red. Oh, that's gonna be perfect. Oh, it looks gross. I love it.
That's what you like to hear when you're painting. Man, that looks gross. I love it.
Yeah.
Do it more.
So this is gonna be the color. Look at this, just terrible. Oh, this is going on so smoothly too. She's gonna dump this all in here. Highlight all of that. I didn't dry brush my mini first like James did. That wasn't a calling. That wasn't a call out. I was just commenting on the fact that we have different methods.
It sounded one. It
Sorry,
sounded like
sorry,
one.
sorry, sorry. I wasn't meaning to. It wasn't meaning to.
It's just,
I heard it.
you know,
I heard
I
it,
mean,
James, and then I went back and corrected
you
it.
caught it. Yeah, caught it. I'm glad you caught it.
It wasn't intentional. I was just meaning to highlight that we have different methodologies, and that's okay. Is that okay?
It's fine. I'm fine. You're fine. I'm too busy trying to stipple here to see. I've not used stippling before. I think it works on the mushroom head of it quite well.
Yeah, it's just doing exactly what I wanted to. Get into these deep crevices. Do my job for me.
Okay.
All right. And here we are with this. So now we've got this nice warm wash settling in. My next color will be Iron Rock Skin, or sorry, Deepkin Skin, which is a very cool skin tone, as you'll see here. Side note, in a not at all weird way, the Duncan Rhodes washes taste nice.
Love that.
Cool. I have some time. So that's drying. We're going to go back to white. I'm just going to get right in here again. Just boops it up. Boops it up. Just boop, 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 boops it up. Boops it up. Boops it up. Boops.
Boops it up.
Boops it up.
Boops it up.
Boop, boop, boops it up.
Boops it up.
You just have to boops it up, James. It's our new catchphrase.
Boops it up.
Just boops it up. It's like BAM. It's like the Emerald Lagasse BAM. I don't know if you had that in the UK. It's like,
Was that late to the party?
I mean, no, you were not. Party didn't exist. Not for you, anyway. He was an American celebrity chef who would like BAM things. Like he would like throw pepper and he'd go BAM. Like it was funny. The idea of a celebrity chef is like a very fascinating like American European phenomenon.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, Rowan, you're gonna have to wait.
But then the Japanese came up with Iron Chef, and that show was great. The show was so good it made an anime that was also very good.
I've not heard of it.
The Iron Chef anime, it's called Food Wars.
Oh. Not watched it, but I've been recommended it. I finished Chainsaw Man over the weekend.
Oh. Yeah, was it bad?
It does get better. It's still like
torture porn.
Kind of cringe. Like I just don't like that the main the stories that are happening in the background are cool.
But the main protagonist is just super cringe.
But yeah, the main protagonist is just doing it because he wants to have sex, and like people's argument towards that was like, yeah, but he starts to learn that that's not like the basis of all life. I'm like, yeah, but you should know that anyway.
Like, yeah, you should learn that like existence is, should be shared, and meaningful connection is what's important.
Yeah. Oh, is that Agrex? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, and yeah, I just. Oh, that's too. Is that? Doesn't look like Agrex. Definitely is. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, and like it is fun, and I do like some characters in it. They're really cool, and I'll probably watch the next season whenever that's coming out. But there is also not a lot of resolution.
Oh, okay.
In the first season,
it's like Fire Force.
I've not watched that.
Fire Force was fun. Also kind of cringe.
I don't like shows that like give you a big bad guy, and then they keep mentioning him, right? But you never see him once, and you never see him once in this fucking
show. In the
show.
first season of Inuyasha.
Yeah, it's it's kind of annoying because it's like, well, you keep mentioning this guy and how annoying he like and how powerful he is. How about you fucking show us instead of giving us little clips? I want to actually see him beat the shit out of the protags.
Yeah, body the protagonist.
Yeah, or like or maybe the other thing about the show that kind of annoyed me is no one dies
Ever?
like. Well, I mean, people die, and there's like a really tragic one, but there's always well, sometimes there's not even a reason why somebody comes back to the living. Like, yeah, and it's just frustrating because I don't like plot armor like that.
Yeah, I know. That's one of James's biggest things. His biggest faux pas.
Yeah. So, like, there's one character I understand where he comes back to life. They describe the whole thing, right? But there's another character that dies, and they come back, and nothing is explained.
It's just like, hey, and I'm here now.
Yeah, and then there's like a bad guy that dies, but then comes back. Someone brings him back, and then the person that brings him back just says, "Oh yeah, I can keep doing that." By the way, no explanation as to why. And then both of those characters, get killed.
Oh, well then they're gone now, and no more coming back.
So there's like, why did they die in the first place? Animation in this show is fucking
unreal though.
Amazing.
Yeah,
it's really good. But it's Mappa, like they're so good. They did they've done so many good animes, but I can't fucking remember now. But yeah, they're one of the best, and like they're like Ufotable,
okay,
as well. Who another one who are very good. Also the people behind Edgerunners, also big ones. Trigger, yeah, but they don't do a lot.
Yeah,
but the stuff they do is it's like
clutch,
good
and also
shit.
Almost always aliens. It's like the whole Studio Trigger like vibe is, hey, there's this problem that's on Earth, and then it's not aliens. Everybody, promise, totally, okay, 100%.
Totally not aliens. It's like
super serial, super mega, super serial, not aliens. And then like 2 episodes in the end, it's like, ha ha ha, JK, it's aliens.
It's like World of Warcraft with the old ones. Every time a new expansion comes out, like Blizzard say, honestly, guys, it's not the old ones this time.
Fuck, got me again.
I didn't say Ufotable did Edgerunners. I was make an example of a good animation studio. All right, Martin, I'll catch you later.
Be well, Martin.
Yeah, we can check later. Oh wait, hang on. We'll test everything later tonight, tomorrow. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do the same if anything's up. Yeah, I think it's so funny about Blizzard. I think the last time they did that was Cataclysm. They said, "No, guys." The last time I remember, they've done it so many times since. The old ones are not responsible. The old ones were, in fact, responsible.
I don't know what I expected. Oh, Netflix is like, hey, the old ones aren't responsible. They were. There we go. That's a good one. I'll do that.
Oh my god.
What?
Soak up more wash, god damn it. Normally this brush is really good.
Get you a natural brush for that shit, James.
I am. This is a natural brush.
Just Mappo to Goblin Slayer?
I think they did.
Yeah.
No, wait. No, I think you're right. I think they did. I'm trying to remember what the last Ufotable show was that I watched. I remember really liking it.
I don't remember any. I can't think of anything they've done. It's not a name I'm familiar with.
It's something I need to get better at, is remembering, because I am guilty of not remembering stuff like that.
Okay, yeah. So you have to take it as Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, yes. Yeah, I just finished Demon Slayer. Well, the most recent.
I did. I've seen season 1. I haven't seen anything from the movie or the second 2 seasons yet.
Oh, dude, you gotta catch up on that. It's... Yeah.
May and I are currently catching up on My Hero.
Yeah. How are you liking it?
We're in the season after when Endeavor is the number 1 hero. Is
Oh, I
where
haven't
we're
got
at
that
in
far.
it. Yeah. So like All Might's retired. Had his last hurrah.
Right, that's where I stopped. It's at that
It was
point.
good. It's been fine so far. Like it's all at this point exposition set up. It's like another school. Like they do it's a building year where they're just like, hey, look at all these other characters that aren't Deku.
Right, it's like season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, season 2 was like that too.
And it's funny because it is season 4. So like it's fine, you know. I'm not hating on it, but I am like, at this point, I'm like, why are we still watching these children fight other children? We already
Like
know
Pokemon.
that they, yeah, basically Pokemon.
You can definitely, I understand what you're saying, Muzi, because you can definitely see the restraints in Chainsaw Man. You can always tell when not enough money has been put into an animation studio because they start using 3D animation to fill in the gaps, and it can really show. The quality, it can bring down the quality of the show quite a lot.
I mean, 3D animation is getting better though.
It is getting. I mean, look at Arcane.
Right.
Like that is the pinnacle of 3D animation. In that style, I mean, even though they got their own style, to be honest. And I have watched like a completely 3D animated in that like kind of drawn style, and I enjoyed it, and that was with Dragon Prince.
Yeah, I still watch Dragon Prince too.
And I really enjoyed Dragon Prince. It took some getting used to get, because they have like a frame thing, like.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Their frames are down, right? So it takes your eyes a little bit to get used to.
Yes, 100%.
But once you do get used to it, it's
quite lovely. It's a lovely program.
Yes. Yeah, one of the worst examples of that 3D animation is 2016's Berserk.
Yeah, they tried. They went for it. And it's like some of it's not bad, but like a lot of it is.
Most of it is, yeah.
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 The set piece scenes, like the scenes where you can tell that they put the time, energy, and effort to like make them look good, like fight scenes and stuff, are all pretty good.
Okay. Like there was one scene where it was just impossible.
Yeah.
Like he was like, because that like the whole thing, and the thing that he kind of didn't focus on with Guts is that, like, he, not to get all on my high horse here, right, but he, to wield Dragon Slayer and to do what he does, it is fucking hard for him. Like, there's always strain. Like, however, in that 2016 animation, for some reason, everything came easy to him.
Right.
Like, there was none of that struggle there, and That's a
Where the
main.
fact that he's like handed, basically it started off because he was handed as a fucking great sword as a 10-year-old. They're like, get used to it.
Yeah, but still, like he's still like even when he's got Dragon Slay, he still struggles.
Yeah.
To lift that thing. There is just physics he's working with there. Yeah, and like shows and anime have tried to kind of bring that into their like replicate it, but no one's really done it quite as well as the 1997 animation and Golden Age. Sorry, no, it is Golden Arc Age. Yeah, Golden Arc Age. All right, what time is it? 10:02.
Yeah, we can pick a pretty good stopping point here.
I'm done with my first wash.
Yeah, my washes aren't quite dry either, so I don't feel comfortable like really starting on this.
Same.
So next week is the last one. This is this is week 2. This is week 3 is following our general pattern of 3 weeks to do this. This is where we ended up at the end of the day. Next week will be done. We'll wrap this one up. Pack it in.
Again, everybody.
Thanks again to all of you for joining us. Thanks to Martin Garnett, or is it Garrett? Garnett. It is Garnett.
It's Garnett.
Yeah. Cruise Ship Choji, James, and of course James.
I'm here. Hello.
We wouldn't be doing any of this without all of your continued support. I love you all very much, and have a nice evening.
Bye, guys.